Why are you a young Earth creationist, and why is it important?
Well, it is very important. Of course, the why I am is, yes, as a Christian, I believe in biblical inerrancy. The Bible clearly teaches that the earth and the universe are 6,000 years old, give or take a few years, you know. But when I was an evolutionist, I believed in millions and billions of years. I bought into the lies of people who were teaching me various arguments for supposedly millions and billions of years. When I was studying those 16 months after becoming a Christian and becoming a biblical scientific creationist, I came to realize that there are what are called geochronometers, meaning Earth time clock or universe time clock. And today we have over 350 of them. I mean, when I started, there was only 250. Now there's over 350. On our website at creationworldview.org, you mentioned we have a whole series of videos that are for free. People can watch them to their heart's content, called Did You Know? Now today we have 285 of these. They're only 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes long, but 180 of them deal with short arguments for a young Earth, young universe. That's how much material we have. And as you mentioned, we have articles, books, DVDs. We are even going to USBs now, electronic downloads, it's the whole package. But the geochronometers are, in my opinion, the single most important thing scientifically when it comes to the acceptance of creation or evolution. Because if the universe was old, it wouldn't make evolution true, but if it's young, it means evolution's impossible. And so when you have 350 scientific proofs that it's young, that destroys the evolutionary side of it, because they don't have one single proof that it is old. They have 5 major arguments that they use to try to deceive people into believing it's old. But they do not have one single proof, and we have over 350. Now, just based on weight of evidence alone, that should tell you something. But let's go on to the why is it really important. And so for those listening, I would say this. Remember that the age of the earth issue is not the salvation issue. You can believe in an old earth, old universe, still go to heaven. It's not the salvation issue. But the age of the earth and universe are critical to the gospel. Because if the earth and the universe are old, what is the only reason that you would have to believe it? It would be that you believe that plants, animals, people have been living, dying over millions and millions of years. Now, if that is true, then death comes before sin. And the God of the Bible, well, he's not omniscient, he's not omnipotent, he's a liar, he cannot save a remnant, he does not always have a witness, and death would come before sin. Now, the Bible is very clear about this, that it was only through the sin of the first man, Adam, that death of a nephesh organism, that's a very important word, nephesh organism, which is Hebrew. But the death of a nephesh organism occurred only after human sin. That's Romans chapter 5. Also 1 Corinthians 15. There's various verses. And so if you do believe in an old earth, old universe, and you claim to be a Christian without realizing it, I'm not saying it's intentional, I'm not trying to be despairing of you in any way whatsoever, but what you are doing is ultimately destroying the power of the cross you claim to have in your life. Because if death did occur before human sin, then death is common, there's nothing special about it, human sin didn't cause it, it's not the causative agent. And therefore, the death of Jesus Christ on the cross is meaningless. It's just another death. It is only when we realize that God created perfect, whole, complete about 6,000 years ago, placed 2 people there, Adam and Eve, gave them the right to mess things up, which they did. And then and only then did death come into the universe. That's critical, because if you don't believe that, then you're negating the power of the cross. It is only because we do believe that Adam and Eve's sin caused death to come into the universe that the death of one sinless life, Jesus Christ on the cross, can atone for the sins of the world as the second Adam, the one who does away with death.